Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, today we are going to learn about triangles. So here is the content of our topics. First, I want to cover about the definition of triangles. And the second one, its types, which is three. There is three types of triangle. And the third one, its properties. Secondary part, next, congruency of triangle. And the last one that I want to cover in this lesson is that how to find the area for the triangle. So here we go for definition of triangle. So basically, a triangle is a three-sided polygon. Every triangle has three sides, three vertices, and three angles. And the base of side of triangles are of three types. The first side is an equilateral triangle, an isosceles triangle, a scalene triangle. All triangles are convex and bicentric. That portion of the plane enclosed by the triangle is called the triangle interior, while the remainder is the exterior. The study of triangle is sometimes known as triangle geometry, and it is a rich area of geometry filled with beautiful, resolved, and expected connection. Here we go for types of triangles that I have said it before. On basis of length of sides, there are three types of triangles. The first one, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and the last one, scalene triangle. On basis of angle, there are three types of angle. The first one, acute angle triangle, which is the angle for the triangle is which is below 90 degrees. However, for the obtuse angle triangle, the angle is more than 90 degrees. And the last one, the right angle triangle, which is the angle is 90 degrees. Triangle having all sides equal are called equilateral triangle. Like for example, on this image you can see here, all the sides are equal, so we call it as equilateral triangle. So basically, when it is equilateral triangle, all the angles are the same. All those three angles are the same. The next one is isosceles triangle. Triangle having two sides equal are called isosceles triangle. Which you can see from here is that they have two sides which have two equal sides, equal in length. So the next one is scalene triangle. Triangle having no sides equal are called scalene triangle. As you can see from this figure, that all the lengths of this triangle is different, so it is called scalene triangle. So here is by the angle, which is acute angle triangle whose all angles are acute. Angle are called acute angle triangle, which is all the angles in the triangle is less than 90 degrees. And the next one is triangle whose one angle is obtuse angle are called obtuse angle triangle, in which one of the angle of three is that it is more than 90 degrees is called obtuse angle triangle. And the last one, right angle triangle. Triangle whose one angle is right angle are called right angle triangle. For example, if the triangle is has 90 degrees, then it is called right angle triangle. Here we go for the properties of a triangle. So basically, I'm going to cover about the angle sum property and exterior angle property. So basically, angle sum property of a triangle is that the sum of all interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So meaning that in one triangle there will be not more than 80, not less than 80. So exactly 180 degree if we sum up. For the next one is exterior angle property, in which exterior angle property of a triangle is that an exterior angle of the triangle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angle of triangle. That's the next one. For the properties of a triangle is we are going to talk about Pythagoras theorem. So basically, the Pythagoras theorem is on how we want to calculate this side. We call it hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is equal to the sum of this length. Like for example, we call it A, and we square root A, and this side we call B, and we sum with B squared, and both summation we have what we call square root, and then we will have hypotenuse, the length of the hypotenuse. And now we are going to cover about secondary part of a triangle, which is median of a triangle. The line segment joining the midpoint of the base of the triangle is called median of the triangle, or another definition we call a line segment which connects a vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side is called median of the triangle. Like for example, in this figure, this is vertex. We call this vertex, and this is the base of the triangle. So in the between of this base, we call it midpoint, and if it is connected to the vertex, and this line we call it as median. And the next one is altitude of a triangle. The line segment drawn from a vertex of a triangle perpendicular to its opposite side is called an altitude or height of a triangle. Like for example, from this figure, we have the altitude here, but we don't call it a median. We call it as altitude because it is considered as height. Last one is perpendicular bisector. A line that passes through midpoint of the triangle, or the line which bisects the third side of the triangle and is perpendicular to it is called the perpendicular bisector of the triangle. Like for example, from this figure, you can see the perpendicular bisector. And the last one, a line segment that bisects an angle of a triangle is called angle bisector of a triangle. We can see that the angle is the same. Here is I'm going to cover about the congruency of a triangle. So basically, there is three types of congruency, which is SSS criteria of congruency, SAS and ASE. So the first one is SSS, is that if the three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent by the SS criteria. SSS criteria is called side-side criteria of congruency. However, for the SAS criteria of congruency, means that if two sides and the angle included between them is equal to the corresponding two sides and the angle between them of another triangle, then the both triangles are congruent by SAS criteria, which is side criteria of congruency. And the last one is ASA criteria of congruency. If two angles and a side of a triangle is equal to the corresponding two angles and the side of another triangle, and the triangles are congruent by the ASA criteria, which is angle-side angle criteria of congruency. And the last one, RHS criteria of congruency. If the hypotenuse and a leg of one right angle triangle is equal to the corresponding hypotenuse and leg of another right angle triangle, then the both triangles are congruent by the RHS criteria, which is right angle hypotenuse side criteria of congruency. And the last subtopic, which is we are going to know how to calculate the area of triangle. Here is the formula used for the calculation for the right angle triangle, which is half times base and times height. This is how we calculate the area of the triangle for the right angle triangle. So I think that's all for me. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I hope you all can understand all this stuff. Assalamualaikum.